Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Caitlin and this is where I teach you everything I know about sewing and we learn more together along the way. Today I am sharing, I don't even know what to call this. I'm sharing kind of a remake of a make that I've shown you before. So a while back I hand potato stamp painted this cut of fabric, and this is just a basic white linen piece of fabric, and I used regular craft acrylic paint to potato stamp it. I have a whole video on it. I will link that below. Then I went and made that fabric into the seamwork Ruth dress, and I never wore it. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's the collar on the dress or if it's the color of the dress. So when I was going through my closet there a little while ago and I was pulling out things that really weren't serving me, I pulled out this and I thought, what can I do to make myself wear it? Because I really find that this fabric is special to me because I painted it. I made the print and I wanted to make it a way that I would wear it. Through having my colors done, I discovered that true white isn't actually great for my skin tone. So I thought, well, let's make it not true white anymore. And I was hoping to get kind of like an off-white or like almost like a beigey color. And what I had on hand was avocado. I had been saving avocado skins and pits for a while in my freezer, and I decided to try that. So it did definitely alter the color. I'm still not sure about it. I think the color is better. I think it's warmed it up a bit, but I still think this collar is maybe just not for me. I don't know. We're gonna try and wear it and we're gonna see how I like it, but I wanted to share the process with you. So let's get into it.
So the first step was to clean up all the avocados. Now, I didn't have enough fresh, like we don't eat typically, a whole bunch at once. I don't think you need to use a whole bunch though. You'll see the results at the end. But I just had been sticking mine in a bag, like an old bag from popcorn, I think it was, and then keeping them in the freezer, cleaned them up. The pile on the right obviously is the waste pile, and then I have the pits there that will go in this pot with the skins. I did a pretty good job of cleaning them, except there are a few stickers you'll see that I forgot to peel off, and I didn't really worry too much about them. They just stayed in there and it was fine. Next, I filled the pot right up, pretty much as full as I wanted it to be while still having room for the garments that I was going to be dyeing. And then I added in my pits by just rinsing them, scrubbing them really good, and then adding them in. Next, it was time to put it on the stove, and I put the lid on and set it to boil. This took quite a while because there's quite a lot of water in there, but then once it was boiling, I was able to turn the temperature down to a simmer, and I let that go for about an hour, hour and a half, something like that. Once it was done simmering, I scooped out all of the actual physical material, the solids, I guess, and I was left with this dye stuff of this kind of like a light apple juice color or sloe water. Then it was time to add in my fabric, and just note that the stove is off at this point. So I turned the stove off and I added in my fabric, and I made sure it was mixed around so that every part was going to be getting some liquid on it, and you can stir this often just to make sure that it's even. Then I let it go overnight. I also thought maybe I could use the pits to make buttons, but they didn't turn out, so we'll have to try that again another time with avocado pits that have not been boiled. So now we're into the next day, almost 3 in the afternoon here. I had let this sit and cool for that entire time, so whatever that math is, like 18 hours or something like that, and it was time to bring it out of the dye. You definitely could retain this dye stuff and continue to use it to dye. I think there would be no problem in that. You just probably wouldn't get as saturated as a color. So once I had it dumped out, then I just ran some cold water over it and rinsed off all of the bits and pieces of the dye stuff. This is something that's unique to natural dyes. When you buy from a bottle, obviously you're not going to have like chunks of organic material. Once it was rinsed out, I threw it in my washing machine to rinse it out, and then I dried it in my dryer. I did not add soap at this point when I washed it.
So as a reminder, here is the dress before, and here is how it turned out now. Again, I'm just still not quite sure about it. I think I love the wrap aspect of it, but maybe the collar is just a bit not my style. I think that is something that I could fix. I'm gonna try and wear it out in public and see how I like it. You can let me know down in the comments what you think, if you think that maybe the collar just doesn't suit me, or what.
Hi!
You can't be on the internet. So thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. If you are interested in more natural dyeing, I actually do have a full video on this. I tried 4 different things from a kit.
Hello again.
I tried 4 different types of natural dyes from a kit that I purchased, so I will link that down below for anybody interested. We also dyed our Easter eggs naturally this year, which was really fun and something I've been wanting to do for approximately 6 years now, so that was great to actually do it, and I think it's something that we'll just do every year because why not? So make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to stick around, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again, guys. Bye.